was. But Bobi Wine would account for himself as a person. 2, they did not tell me any offense I had actually committed. 3, they actually kept on peddling lies when we were in the cells that actually there was anything to do with the presidential car. It's a lie. Actually, we had our rally in Oli division. The president had his rally in the Arua Hill division. The two are different. We did not encounter, we did not meet anywhere. That's to start with. So I think this was a ploy to disorganize us and win an election. But of course, even despite for the torture, on my own behalf, and even on behalf of other colleagues, who have forgiven the president for perpetuating this torture. I think the intention was to break the spirit. You can only break our bodies the way you see us, but you can't break the spirit. In the interest of the country, we have forgiven him, but I think he can do better. We understand the desperate under which he is to make the president of Uganda. But this is a country for all of us.
Okay.
Yes.
What lessons did you have not been in prison before? What did you find in there? What's talking about? What did you carry home from there?
Well, actually, by going to prison, I knew that actually we are heading for the worst. Because, for instance, none of us was arrested at a scene of crime. The SFC boys, accompanied by the police and the army, came and broke into our hotels. Under the law, they're supposed to tell us which offense actually they have committed. The lesson I learned that even other people who don't want to participate in the body politic of the country, they can pick and take you to prison. For instance, there are young people who are picked from the shops on the borders along the way, and now they are on the same charge with us of treason. But these young people, they have nothing even to do with politics because they were with many in prison. They were not participating in the prison. One of them is actually a medical officer. He was riding a motorcycle. They hit him on the head. The motorcycle went in the direction, he was arrested. So he has nothing, and many people even have lost their jobs. So the point I mean, that we see the public, many want to take benefit of the change, the fruits, but don't want to participate. The message is simple. Even where you are, they can pick you from there very innocently. The way they picked me, the way they can pick other people is the way they can pick you. So we need to put our heads together and we think about our country. Otherwise, we're destined for the worst.
Okay. Now, what is your comment about how Parliament acted around the whole time you've been in detention? Do you think the house that you work for did enough to protect you and your fellow?
Well, of course, I would have expected them to do much more so when there were human rights violations. For instance, we did not say that if anybody smashed the presidential convoy, one of them in the presidential convoy, and the screen was smashed, you shouldn't be able to book. You understand? But which we even doubt that actually existed. But we expected that Parliament would have come up to human rights violation. We received the Deputy Speaker. He visited us in the hospital. Of course, our only dismay that he pronounced himself from the medical condition, which was a matter to be dealt between us and our doctors. So he became a doctor at that moment. But at least he took the initiative to come and visit us in the hospital. Of course, everybody is timid. Today it is me, tomorrow it can be another person. I'll give an example. We were at a police station when they almost beat Zake to death. He was half dead. I called one of the MP, Ismail Ogama, who was an MP, that you see Zake is dying. He looked the other side because what was he doing in the vote. So we know the type of people now we are actually dealing with. So, but of course for Parliament, they did whatever they did within their means. Now that we are even out, we shall make a statement of personal explanation. Maybe to even enrich the investigations.
Thank you very much, Honorable Paul.
You're welcome.
Yes, Honorable, abantu baagala okumanya biki byoyiseemu nga muli eyo nga babakutte.
Well, ekyokusookera ddala njagala kwebaza bonna abatweyimiridde ffenna nga bwe tubadde nga ttiimu nti ekikola kye mukoze tetukitutenga kyakuzanyo kikola kya buzira. Era mu ngeera y'emu twebaza buli muntu ataddemu ebiseera ataddemu essaala n'abo abazze wano okulaba nga babeerawo nga tudizibwa eddembe lyaffe kyekisookera ddala. Twali mu kutulugunyizibwa nga tulugunyizibwa akagulupu ak'amagye agava mu ludda olumu agakuuma mwami Museveni agatukuba ne gatumenya nga bwe mutulaba ne gakuba n'abantu abalala abatulanga abamu kufa obutamanya Bobi Wine we yali ali kwa gwe musango twali tuzizza ngera batugamba nti bw'onayogera waali nga tukuleka oba toyogedde naye osobola kwogera mundu otamanyi wakola ki wooli. So ne balinnyirira eddembe ne banya eddembe ly'obuntu. Eddembe lyaffe no lye baalinyirira so kubadde kusoomoza kw'amaanyi eri eggwanga n'eri buli omu. Tutulugunyizibwa twaliddwa batugitaddeko emisango, omusango talako omusango gwa naggomola. Naye omusango gwe nga ate tetubimanyi teri kye tukoze. Tekikomye ku ffe ffekka. Naye eriyo n'abantu abalabe baakwata. Oli bamusanga ava mu dduuka kuba nakyagula, oli ava ku booda addayo waka ne bamutako omusango ogwa naggomola. Bino byonna Mwami Museveni yabikola n'akabinja kakamenyi k'amateeka nga baagala okuwangula akalulu ka Arua. Katonda nga bwali omwenkanya teyabasobozesa kuwangulira mu bukuusa era ne tuwangula. Naye akutegeeza eggwanga nti ffe twamusonye Mwami Museveni. Byonna byakoze okulaba ng'alinyira eddembe lyaffe, ffe tulina okusasula omutango guno ku lw'obulungi bwa Uganda. So tumusonyiye naye era amanye nti tetutudde. Bw'abadde asobola okumenya emyoyo gyaffe asobola kumenya mibiri nga we yankubye n'ampogola omukono. Naye omwoyo gwange gulaga nti wendakomye wentandikira. Tweyongerayo ku People's Power paka tunamukola ki we tunamuggusa. So takyasobola kumenya ajja kuba embiri agimenye naye tajja kuba myoyo gyaffe agimenye tukomaawo. So ffe tuli ku mulamwa tukolera mu mateeka amanye nti saawa ye ekoze ki saawa ye eweddeko. Waagala gyetayo mukatekeyo nga ka mirembe naye bw'anaga tagenda kukozesa ebitongole ebikuuma ddembe bijje bitulugunye abantu bagwemu essuubi abantu bamenyeke tetugenda kubeeramu abo.
Okay. Honorable, can we have a look at your bail papers? I don't know if you've been availed with one so that we see, we actually bear witness. Yes.
So I'm a free man. I've not escaped. Because like the president inhumanly saying that Honorable Zak escaped from the hospital. But for me, I have not escaped. Actually, said he escaped from the prison, meaning that he had beaten him to death and had put him in police cells and he didn't expect him to go for treatment.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Honorable Paul Mwiru, one of the suspects that has been granted bail today. And we are yet to find out others that are going to be leaving the cells today. So this is the prison's bus that is stationed here. However, today it's going to leave with 33 people less, simply because the 33 have been granted bail today. So we're here waiting to see which other people are going to be coming out. Here is the entrance to the cell where the suspects have been kept for quite some time. So after you've been cleared, you come out from that cell and then you're free, as we've seen Honorable Paul Mwiru and Honorable Gerard Karuhanga. As earlier we told you, our Chadondo East MP Robert Chagulanyi, commonly known as Bobby Wine, is in this ambulance simply because of his health condition. And what we've been told that all the MPs in solidarity, have decided that they're not leaving this place unless all their colleagues that have been granted bail are also leaving this place. So all of them are going to be here until they and wait until most of their colleagues have also been granted bail with the necessary papers. We can see there the other ambulance that is waiting for the people that were badly injured. I have a moment here with one of the defense lawyers. That's Asuman Basalirwa, the man who has been behind the bail application of the suspects. Mr. Asuman.
Yes.
Yes. How are you?
No, we are okay. We are happy. Everybody is happy. Yes.
What does this mean, this temporary freedom to your clients?
It means a lot because it underscores the fact that our clients are innocent. Okay? What court has done is just to preserve the principle of innocence until proven guilty. So the fact that they have been given bail on very reasonable terms goes to underscore the fact that the concept of presumption of innocence is being upheld. Okay, so it's really very good. We are excited. We are glad that the court has released our clients on bail, and as we informed the court, we have all the confidence that our clients will respect the bail terms and conditions that have been set today.
Okay, take us through the legal procedure, because we understand the suspects are supposed to reappear on 30th. That will be a Thursday this week. So what will be happening on Thursday? Because at the moment you've been in the High Court, and I understand their next appearance will be in a magistrate's court.
Well, procedurally, if you are charged with a capital offence, you will first appear before the magistrate court. where as investigations continue. Okay, so what the magistrate court only does is to remind you, and you keep reporting to the magistrate court to be notified of the progress of the investigation. So what is happening on the 30th is that the accused persons will be appearing before the magistrate, and the state will be notifying the court on the progress of the investigations. So if the investigations are complete, then the magistrate will forward the file to the High Court in a process known as committal. Okay.
Yes. Last week, when we talked here, you kind of scared, you feared for the worst for the Chadondo East MP in terms of bail before the General Court Martial pronounced itself withdrawing the charges. How did this happen? How did this come into play?
Well, first of all, we were concerned about the trial before the court martial. We have maintained that the court martial is not a court for civilians. General Kaihura is in the court martial, is in the right place, the right person being in the right place. But taking a civilian to the court martial, we maintain is wrong, is unacceptable, it shouldn't happen. So the fact that the charges were withdrawn and it came before a civil court, we became so confident. And for us as lawyers, as officers of court, we are satisfied with the processes before a civilian court, because we know it is very clear if you are not satisfied here, you can appeal. Unlike in the court martial, where even appeal process is very cumbersome.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable Asman Basaria. Yes, that's one of the defense lawyers, Honorable Asman Basaria. Now we're going to take you back to the ambulance where the Chadondo East MP, Robert Chagulanyi, has already been put there, and we're waiting to see him leave alongside other MPs. What's happening right now is that some of the colleagues actually can't wait to greet him in Kampala. They're trying to find way, at least have a handshake with him in the ambulance right now before he leaves for Kampala. We're seeing some of his lawyers that are coming from there. These are the people that have been behind the bail application until the legislator was freed. So we're going to try and get some access to the legislator here. That's Bobby Wine, Chadondo East MP. As you can see, he's lying down. He's lying down in the bed. As you can see the pictures there.
The camera people may we also greet.
Dr. Tula Kowansi.
Close. Why are you closing the door? Now you people, we can make all the noise we need, all of them have been released.
I want to push like that. No.
President! Bobby Wine Mandela! People power! My Mandela! People power!
There's nothing you can cover there. You guys.
Mandela to be! Bobby Wine is your people power! People power! Never give up.
Never give up, man. Never give up. Doctor, they will not kill you, man. They will not kill you. They will not kill you. They will not. You will be a president of Uganda. You will be a president of Uganda. People power. People power. People power. Don't close. They are going to survive. Please don't close. We have been waiting for him since morning. No, don't close. Don't close that door alone. Madam. People power!
Well, that's the situation here. We're still here at Gulu High Court. As you've seen, the ambulance of Chadondo East MP, that's Robert Chagulanyi, that is about to leave. We're not sure where he's going to be taken after here. But much as there is solidarity for all the suspects to leave at once, there are some concerns about Bobby Wine's health, and some are saying that he has to be taken instantly to a medical facility so that he can be given medical attention. So that's the situation right here at the moment. We're going to keep you updated until the end of this session, and we can reliably inform you that all the 33 suspects are now out.
These are people from Northern Uganda.
can see, those are some of the supporters of Robert Kyagulanyi. That's the Kyadondo East MP, Bobi Wine, and they're jubilating over his release on bail. At the moment, they're still waiting for other people to come out so that they can leave at once. That's the communication that we've got, and they don't want to live in beats. That's why they're getting all the cars here so that they can leave at once. According to the lawyer, that's Esman Basalira, they don't want to leave anyone behind with no traces. So they're trying to get everyone out of the cells and they can leave at once. As you can see, the prison guards, for them, they are on guard with the bus. But however, as I earlier told you, that bus is going to leave empty today after all the suspects that were brought in it have been granted bail today. So they're still on guard waiting for whatever happens, but at the moment, no job for them.
Banyole ddala bwana Ali asinziira obukiikakkono bw'eggwanga okubatuusaako nkola ya NTV okubatuusaako ensonga ezo zonna. Nno nga ow'omumuli gw'emizannyo bwe ndaba radio oyo bwe nakuliranga mumanyidde kala ya Express bwe ndaba radio oyo manya Express eriwaawo okujjako mu abakuze ku mulembe guno muyinza obiyita putira abantu ku Twitter
kubanga negwe baleese ennyini ne Express
bwe ndabye meeya mulya nnyama ow'emakindye y'omu ku baasamba omupiira awo ekatwawo bakola waliwo midfielder wa Express ng'akubisa kkono baali bamuyita Habert Kamya bakulisi Kasasa ba Anderule Siraje Sekadde kati nze mulabira mu kifaananyi ekyo bwe ndabye wali Honorable Nsanja mulabira kuba muwandiisi wa mipiira gy'amasaza wano w'akakiiko kweganze bwe ntyo naye oba oliawo ku Twitter ne ku mikutu emirala mujja kubuuza bano ba Elvis ne Bossa babataputire mu ntaputa entuufu ne Honorable Bobi Wine mulaba nga ambassador wa Express FC ate mukubi wa bikonde alina ne license ya Uganda Professional Boxing Commission wadi yazanyo fight yemu okay katugambe yakazanyo fight yemu oboli awo
myaka gikyali kusaidia myaka 3 muka
akyasobola okwogera olane Joy Vegas amusinga ko obukulu naye yalwanyu mu weekend n'ekyo mikwano gyaffe kyannako tusobola kweyongera kusukka wano. Abakulu bagenda kubatuusaako ebikyagenda mu maaso mu ggulu kubanga ekyali ate ebisava bingi nkola ya NTV bibatuusaako. Tugenda baagaliza obulamu obulungi abamaanyi mu United na Motspurs ssaawa 4 olwaleero ekiro ebyo tujja kubikubaganyako ebirowoozo olunaku lw'enkya. Muganda wange oli Elvis Senono Dennis Bossa nze Lumansi David mbeere bulungi era mweraba.
abadde bali out badde eri kukomera simanyi kikyawo lwaki ali mu bunda
ate akyakola ki n'ekifo kyeweki
mazike kiki kati bundi yali bundi bwani baluku so you can see that people know understand I live over wakati kaji kutoka live bundi kwa unit come namuke gere bune ne unit baluku unit ewa sako na ibu after we have this thing way akala biyo ni wa ole mufugwe ukitaka ku Today, but we got friend camera oko. Fana chechi kunga na black. Black ina kan turabe. Look now. Yes, ina kala no what's on the chinta mwan. Ina black. What?
na kagende mirundi ebiri munda okaita manyina ya okamera unity tekeka bula oba kwa kibokeri kana sukati tete kubera ndaka bulaka kati kubera mudakambire bwe rungi
Umukuru wa n'umuzara cyane. Ini live. But they're going to communicate. So I cannot imagine the divine. You can't take a to go much fun and you. I'm saying, never Gambia. I don't know what's in there. I don't really know what's
I don't see them here walking. I don't see them there.
Well done, boss.
Why is he crying? He came late. Why is he crying?
But they're having the street. You will not speak. Maybe they would have sent me to go home. Once I reach that corner, I just
Tuna timu eliyo bali abana tubafungiza nyuma ina chaisi na kiti cha ukana kuchomba uyu musaya chaka kanu kankana katawa sisatu ngo uvude mukomero cyali wali
That's simple logic. Let's think about what's happening on newe tuyimiridde kati si wabi twaleka abana basaddeyo oyo mwami buli muntu 30 minutes ekitone nnyo omumikirenga omugati essimu yo yiiyo bamupanze ku kantu
mutekewo mbeera ejjamu oba walina kigendererwa kirala eri bonna babataire ofiisi eri yakugenda eri kukumbera gyebabadde kitegeera Nasigali wangu wanje sina tablet na waliwo ya parliament ngalone kunenga yo ayishike nidi zinasimbula bali mukayana ani kati waliwo abantu batera kulirizinga mundeni so bano bagamba bonna bagende lumu tebaliko yatari bagamba nowulidde olwemulokeruwa abaise basona baluku ali bweru ate ndikyayo nomulala emotoka
Yes.
Good seeing you, Doc.
Hey, how are you? Yes, I'm being a couple of video. Okay. Thanks so much.
That's what I got.
We are praying for this. Where is Lewis? Because he's the one I've been conversing with on the phone.
So did you see the patient?
Oh, in the morning.
They couldn't find out.
I was there, but yes.
You can enter.
I just want to greet you.
You can enter, maybe yourself.
You can.
Since you are a medic.
bali bamanyi kulinda Yes, Bernard, you've been calling me. Wanji?
bill of tomorrow. Kambira aisa basajja kabaka ndityetulie eggulu naffe tumulinze bannange tumulindidde ddala bannange embeera mbi abasajja there's nothing we need more like a corruption, like a fighting. What we need the man out. Free Bobby, free Bobby, free Bobby, free Bobby Wine, free Bobby Wine. The pill of tomorrorow. People power. Our power. People power. We need him. No, back up to the number say Aveco. People power.
We suffered 20 years. 30 years.
Joseph is somewhere. Joseph is somewhere there. Oh, Joseph. Joseph is IT guy. I don't have his number.
What about All right, a very good evening, and of course, if you are tuned into NTV, what you are seeing right there are images coming to you live from Gulu, and our team is still at the High Court in Gulu, where the MPs and all the other members, of course, who were arrested have been freed on bail. But the condition right now is that the MPs who have been allowed to go are insisting that until all the other 32 or all the other colleagues who were arrested with them are let out of court, and that's when they will leave. And that's currently the situation. There's a standoff, of course. The MPs have resisted leaving the court area, and they insist that all the other colleagues must also be let out by the time they leave. All of them must leave at once. And of course, if we can just take you back, all this started on the 13th when there were campaigns for the replacement of the slain legislator there, Ibrahim Abiriga, on the 13th. And on the 15th, of course, the election was held. Kasian Wadri was then elected Member of Parliament for Arua municipality, though he has not taken oath for that seat. But of course, what we do know is that the terms and conditions for the bail of the MPs is that 5 million cash will be paid for the MPs, and of course the sureties will pay 10 million shillings non-cash, and the case will be heard again on the 30th. So they have to go back to court on the 30th. And just what you see there is what is happening right now, that the MPs, some of them who have been freed, of course, including Robert Chagulanyi, Kasiano Wadri, Gerard Karanga, and former MP Mike Mabike, and a couple of other colleagues, have refused to leave the court area, and they are insisting that their other colleagues, all the people who were arrested with them and have been offered bail by court, should be let out, and all of them want to move out at once. That is an ambulance, of course, the Parliament ambulance. It will be taking some of the members of Parliament and some of the people who are in a bad situation. But what we know is that Honorable Chagulanyi, or commonly known as Bobby Wine, will be using the IHK ambulance, that one that you see right there. And we are not so certain right now to which hospital, or probably if he's going home, he may prefer to go home first. But that is the ambulance that is carrying Honorable Chagulanyi, and they are returning to Kampala right now. Of course, you see police is going to escort them. I think finally they have agreed, or probably all their members have been let out, but previously they were insisting that all the 32 plus Honorable Chagulanyi, of course, must leave the court area at once, and they will be returning to court on the 30th of this month. Just to give you a brief highlight, of course, Kasiano Wadri has been told to stay away from Arua for 3 months to give space for investigations, and according to of course, police and the statements from the army on the weekend, on Saturday, they had a press conference where they were giving highlights across, many areas in the security, and they were saying that Chagulanyi, of course, the UPDF dropped all the cases they had, placed on Chagulanyi, and they insisted that the police now is, it's up to the will of the police to either take up the charges, also drop them. But of course, all the members are being charged for treason, and this happened on the 13th when they are said to have stoned, the motorcade of one of the cars in the motorcade of the president on the 13th. And that is the situation right now. The terms of conditions for the bail was that the MPs have to pay 5 million cash for them to be offered bail, and the sureties have, parted with 10 million shillings non-cash bail, and that is if they do not get back to court on the 30th, then the sureties will have to pay this money. So that is the non-cash bail, and that's how it operates. But right now, as you can see, our team will be, following, of course, and some of the members of Parliament there have managed to leave the court area. And of course, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of support out there. People are willing to come and see, or people have been there standing by to see everything as it transpires. And that is it that we have for now. All right, those are some of the events that transpired today. As of course, what we know now is that all the MPs and the other people who were arrested on the 13th of this month before the by-election in Arua have been offered bail. The terms and conditions for the bail was that the MPs will have to pay a 5 million shillings cash bail, and their sureties will have to part with 10 million shillings non-cash bail. And of course, as you did see earlier in our pictures that we showed you, is that the honorable member of Chadondo East, Honorable Robert Chagulanyi, also known as Bobby Wine, left in an ambulance, and of course he was in a very well, he was not in a good state, we can say, and he couldn't walk properly on his own. He had to be supported, and that by now is that what we know, he has left the court area. Previously, they were saying they don't want to leave the court area until all the other members who were arrested with them have also been cleared to leave the court area. And what we know now, of course, is also that Kasia Nwadri, who is the MP elect for Arua municipality, who came through as an independent, but of course leaning to the FDC, was ordered to stay away from Arua district or from his municipality for 3 months until, investigations are conclusively done as to what happened in Arua on the 13th. And of course, this incident resulted into the death of one person who also was Bobby Wine's driver on that day. And the allegations are that the motorcade of the president was stoned. One of the cars, pictures were all over the social media, and that they allege that is of course, in the president's letters following that incident, he says, a rowdy, of course, supporters for the politicians of the opposition are in charge of whatever chaos that happened in Arua on the 13th. And since then, those are the things that have happened. MPs have been arrested, some of them have been tortured, and Bobby Wine has been arrested by the court martial, had charges dropped, and then now also charged formally by Gulu High Court on the request of the DPP. And what we know now is that they will have to return to court for formal hearing of their case on the 30th of this month. This still does not clear them of the charges until, the cases are finally dropped. So bail is for them to, go and, of course, go for treatment as earlier asked by their lawyers who represented them in court. And what some of them were not in very good health. Not only the MPs, but also the ordinary people. There's some of the ladies and the gentleman actually collapsed while in court, and another lady who was earlier brought in court when she was bleeding, and the court had to request people to, the police and the prisons to take them to hospital for treatment. And what we, of course, also know is that some of the members of parliament who were involved in that chaos were from, as far as, the western part of Uganda, of course, to show support to their colleagues. And right now they have been offered bail. They will have to return to court on the 30th. And this incident that, of course, started on the 13th means that whoever was put in jail today has spent 14 days as of today until, when court has decided to finally give them bail. Of course, what we also know is that the arrest of these members of parliament, specifically Honorable Robert Chagulanyi of Chadondo East, caused a very big uproar on social media with the hashtag Free Bobby Wine, which, saw the entire world come up to support and ask, or others, demand in whichever language they were using on social media, that Bobby Wine is released. And of course, in the first day of the hashtag, it managed to garner 12 million impressions, of course, and people talking about hashtag Free Bobby Wine. And we are not sure, of course, if this also put the government or on a certain type of pressure to have them released. But what we know is that it was the first of its kind here in the country, such a hashtag. And of course, many analysts that we have talked to say the power of social media. And it was just a few minutes past the hour of 4, and we do thank you for being such a great audience. And of course, we will bring you all the highlights in our news bulletins later on today in 7 o'clock and 9 p.m. That is NTV Tonight. My name is Walter. Stay tuned to NTV.
No decoder needed. No tangled wires. Enjoy 150 channels and stunning HD. A digital TV touch that upgrades your visual world. A real digital experience. Don't just watch it. Dive into it. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Ana bero Francis Ale me barlilo. Bina bero kere kare me winyo promotion me triangular with Pepsi. Kuna wini be radio Q. Gintia me yo ne kita me miro o kai will soda tomato ekete nenu ya peka. Ana te ber ke mirri me yo total. E wor will soda tomato. Karamara teneno te wi ya peka. Ate choyo chochati ye. Kita me winyo kero por ke radio Q. Ekate chwallo ya biro aboro kuna tiu ke Q FM.
Na wane kara gini chaka wane no tamu ni gina peo bero kina meti atir.
Atero medde matto soda. Pe agi ki manu kana bero matto. Ni mora chiel do chin sabi ra chiel. Nu atie aya safar na kanoro. Nu ati wigali. Ate winyo chimma meti akok. Ibodjo triangular. Kun ko bani adonyo ko draw. Kara winyo adonyo draw ya te bera yom to twal ate bolu gali peny. Ate chak dom lok kere enenu te ko bani akoro ngini binu mi ya ngechi chen yo ngedang dong ginte binu bugan chim kun ko bani dong amita Kampala ate wot kunaya te nu ni ber ko pate nda joni pe ko goba endo kar do draw enare nu ni gini kompia te ni dang bu ba gu maber te mi ya te makko toha dang kar mama ko toha jo sa gwa ka na gwa ber ro na beri kuina shawa te med na gubi ko ma rik nu gubu pe du ko ma woke amar mi atike yom yi twal tien atike yom yi tien amane kom karani atike gi wodong ame pe ha mor petie
waro ngeni ginna bero go ba er ginna gar rebi bera teni do te binani bor Francis ala kita meno binu no kere ginni gal tami wa bere kere gum to balle me wa medde kere kere me matto soda dan na chani por tu medde kere yen duga wa kan du juro tu marka en Pepsi
Triangular with Pepsi ena ye mi a gero atien me mar mio tike yomi twal piena mane kom karni dong atia me anu attack me be Triangular with Pepsi ame dong tike geni chok tum ka tum abinu ya ko en nation cheni te du do man o pikari man be do buma me ya bot Triangular with Pepsi ame abina nu cheni ni be